What is up, people? This is Subversive Asset here, and I wanted to do a bit of an experiment with this live stream. So, one of the soundtracks that I've been thinking of, hey, too many edits, I see you in the live chat. One of the soundtracks that I've been thinking of doing a cover from is the original Sid Meier Civilization. Now, of course, I have to make this a little more complicated than it otherwise would be. The soundtrack to the first Civilization game, um, it has a collection of pieces for each of the leaders, but other than that, it's not necessarily anything in particular. The problem is that the version of the original Civilization game that I am most familiar with is actually not any of the PC versions or the PC variants. It is the SNES version. So that's what you see I have on my screen. And the SNES version that was distributed by Koei. Hey, Westlin. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. Welcome. But the interesting thing about this is, as you see, Microprose is kind of the owners of the rights, but what they did was they basically licensed it out to Koei Corporation. And so I don't know what the story is. I asked on our Civ on Reddit if anyone understood it, and no one really had an answer for this. But all of the PC versions of the games have the same soundtrack, but the SNES version has its own completely different soundtrack. And hey Levi, don't skip class. If you have to do something, I totally understand. I'll probably post this archive later. Um, but with this SNES version, they decided to make a completely different soundtrack, and I don't know if there were some licensing issues, like they didn't license the music. So I have like no idea who's the composer of this because I'm guessing it's not the same as the other versions. And interestingly enough, there's also a Sega Saturn version of this and a PlayStation version, I believe. And those two share, but oh, the school's Wi-Fi can't handle the video. That's interesting. Let me actually see. I can't actually change the settings now, but uh, I believe that I'm at like 7,000 kilobits per second. I don't know if that factors into it for you guys, but um, anyways, so there's a PlayStation and a Sega Saturn version that has a completely different soundtrack than even this SNES version. So, I commented about this on Twitter, and some people were like, "Oh yeah, lots of different groups had, lots of different developers did different music for different games." I'm like, no, this isn't just like how the SNES has a different sound chip than the Genesis. This is like a completely different soundtrack. And then people like listen, they're like, oh wow, it's totally different. So the first piece that I want to do is they what this SNES version had was they had music for each of the different eras of the game, and there weren't really eras. This was in the beginning. They didn't really make eras. What they did was based off of the year. BC had its own theme, and then 0 to 1000 AD, 1000 to 2000 AD, and then 2000 plus. So this is the first, and I wanted to do a suite of all of them because they're very short pieces. As you can see, this is only 1 minute. So this is a strategy BC, which is what plays during the first part of the game when you're in the BC time. So you can just kind of get a listen for what we're going to be trying to transcribe today. And hopefully you can hear that. Let me just check. Yeah, I should have desktop audio and audio capture both going through. So this piece here, this is not in any of the other versions of the game. This is only on the SNES version. It's completely different. Even the introductory version of the entire series is completely different. So let me just actually open up um, Sid Meier Civilization intro, because the intro to Civilization is actually fairly iconic. And if you compare what the PC versions are to what the SNES version is, it's completely different. So the one that you'd see if you were playing on any sort of Windows computer at that time, or an Amiga, or some sort of PC variant would be something like, here's the DOS version, for example. Except for, I mean, I guess you wouldn't have it in German for every language. Howdy, Tyreich. Welcome to the stream. So this is just a little bit of the Civ 1 intro, and if you actually want to hear a great cover of it in the same sort of style, then I have to tell you that you're in luck, because Soundol VGM covers, how am I gonna find it for him? Sound Owl, not Sound Owl. He did a cover of this, and I did the cover story for him, but the music is all him. And so he does that iconic what you'd get if you were on if you were playing DOS or anything like that. So he actually captures some of the all that kind of feel there. But I mean, yeah, definitely check out Soundol's cover of the title theme. I did all the video and stuff. I mean, I got the video from public domain sources, so I guess that's kind of the same. And I did the text, so I loved how he picked that low sound. So that is what you'd get if you were watching on PC, if you were playing the game on PC or any of those versions. But now I'm going to show you the intro for SNES, because you're going to hear that it's completely like 100% different. So let me do this. And anytime it's going to load, I guess. So this was the song that I'm used to, and this song here is not in any other version of the game. And then they have a completely different intro sequence with different music. So I'm going to jump to that very quickly. Now, the text here is, I think, consistent between each version. At least I hope so. If the text was changed between the different versions, then I will actually be kind of surprised, because I remember that text, but the song itself is very different. So let me actually, just jump back into one of the other versions so you can kind of see. Yeah, different music, but the text is similar. So I have no idea how that happened, why that happened, but all I know is that I am like, with this next suite, since I want to do the era themes, the era themes were not in any of the versions of the games. I To answer your question, Levi, I don't even think it's the same composer, because again, I suspect that what happened is that Koei Corporation did this version, and they simply licensed the use of the name Sid Meier Civilization, and they licensed kind of being able to call it a civilization game. But other than that, I suspect that it's probably not a it's probably not no, the composers are different, everything like that. And this is such an obscure little game that I don't even know who the composer within Koei would have been to attribute that. So that's going to be very interesting. But since I wanted to do this, and it's going to be super obscure, like I'm sure that like no one's going to watch it other than you, my trusted loyal friends and associates, because it's like it's even people who have played Civilization, unless they played it on the SNES, they wouldn't have heard these. But anyways, I want to do that. Now, the reason that I want to tell you about the issues of doing covers that are obscure is that it changes the process of even going about arranging them. So if I wanted to do a lot of covers, the first thing that I would do is I would look for midis of those. So for example, Sid Meier Civilization 1 SNES midis, right? And I would look to see if there are any midis available already of of songs or whatever from a game. So like KH Insider, Kingdom Hearts Insider usually has a good uh system of midis, and here it just has that intro, so it doesn't have any of the strategy sequences. And I'm seeing now that it's my green screen isn't fully cooperating with me, so let me just kind of go ahead and adjust that very quickly to see if I can do that. No, I don't think I can do that. Let me adjust this by going to my settings here. And can I do like some sort of filter so I can trim things down? I'm pretty sure I can. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I should have checked this out. Filter and then transform. Transform. Yes, edit transform. Let me trim some stuff on the top so that you don't have those bars. 22. Let's try 25. And let's try bottom 25. Good. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so sorry about that, everyone. As I was getting to the you've heard it. Yes, awesome. Yeah, I mean, if you've heard great SNES music or you've listened to SNES songs, I mean, I think that it's a pretty good song from the SNES. So at least there'll be one person who'll listen to this cover and actually know what it's from. But as you can see here, no SNES Mini. Now, it may be that I just don't know all the right places to look, but I kind of checked a few of these sites and I wasn't really seeing a lot of stuff. And I'll also usually check to see if anyone has already gone on MuseScore and done anything, or like Nin sheet music or something like that, and see if there's anything like that. And it's just no, there's nothing here. So instead, what I did was I heard that it was possible to take the SPC file, which that's the native sound font for um, for SNES, and to convert that into a MIDI file. So you can see here that here's Sid Meier Civilization, and it has all the pieces. So strategy BC 81, 81,000, 82,000. Now, I have already gone ahead and downloaded these, and let me just kind of show you. I've actually done the next step too because I've already converted them to MIDI, but these were originally SPC files. So what I needed to do was I needed to get SPC to MIDI. And this program was originally in Japanese, so someone translated it to English, and that's what I used. Now, I didn't necessarily know all the details, so when I converted it, I may have not done everything I was supposed to do. But what you'll see is, man, what is that? I have like a spot on my face here. I guess I have like a shadow or something. I don't know what's up with that. Probably because something in my camera. Oh, whatever. And so when I downloaded this and I converted it, I just opened it up in MuseScore just to see what was going on. Let me delete some of these since you're not supposed to know about that, and you're not supposed to know about that one either. So in MuseScore, you can just open up a MIDI file and then it'll do its best job of trying to, put it into different things. And so here it gives me a piece that has, converted by SVC to MIDI. It gives me a timpani piece and a lot of cellos and then contrabass. But I can't use this because here's what it sounds like. And again, just to compare, what we were trying to go for was something like this. So you can see that it has kind of the core elements there, but that there's something a little off to it. And so what I wanted to do was kind of show you whenever I don't have a good MIDI or, something like that, then what I do is I transcribe from scratch. And so this is the kind of part where I guess for musicians it might be a little interesting, and maybe if there's a better way. All the earbuds have suddenly been removed. Yeah, maybe there's a better way, and if there is, leave it to me in the comments. But what I want to do is just kind of go through my process. And if you're seeing something like, hey, Subversive, you're doing something very, time consuming and manual when you don't have to, then go ahead and let me know. Now, what I do is I usually just get out a good, list of different tracks. And I may not use all of these tracks, but it just allows me to, do stuff. I normally make a lot of the tracks alto sax just because then I can write using the notes I would be familiar with. And then I'll transpose it to different parts later on. But I'll leave things like acoustic bass or cello or vibraphone or things like that, just so that I know, kind of where I'm going to end up with. Now, from this version that is the SBC to MIDI, I know that there's one flat in the bass clef. Now, if I were like actually good at music, I would probably be able to tell you what key signature that is. But since I'm not good at music, I'm just going to kind of play around until I get one flat there. Now, there we go. So, yay. Obviously, as a saxophonist, I would have to, transpose. So it's easy for me to have a concert pitch instrument somewhere just so that I can make sure that something is not being transposed incorrectly. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to see how much of this can I salvage. And so when I originally opened this, I noted that there were it kept on repeating because I guess the file was such that it repeated. So I deleted all the repeats. So this is just the core part. Now, what I'm going to do is I know I usually go back and forth between listening here, seeing what can be salvaged, that sort of thing. So I'm going to try to start by seeing what about the low end of the song. So it's just a long note, right? Right? And that's going to be the bass line, basically. It's not very fancy, deal with it. So if I come back here, yeah. And so this is clearly that long note, and you can see that it's going to try to change. So we're going to have to see if that change is still consistent with what we want it to be. But I'm just going to go ahead and make this the bass part, and I'm just going to go with it. And obviously, we're going to have some big issues here because it's the way that the SPC has it. It tried to just go all over the place with this, and that is not going to be possible for a bass. So when we get to this part, we're just going to see what note, what instrument this actually needs to go to. But I mean, that's fine. And then coming back, wah 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 wah. I'm If I had a French horn or something like that, maybe I'll hit up a French horn player and see if they'll collaborate with me on that. But that some sort of brassy part, I think maybe would be useful for that. So I'm gonna just see if I can find that one. Ugh, so annoying. Is it this? Why would they make that part that? See, that's so loud, like high that it doesn't even want to play it. So really it's a combination of two parts. So I really can't use that, which is a little bit unfortunate, I think. Yeah, I'm getting shadow from this on my face. So let me move that out of the way. Sorry guys. So what I'm gonna probably just do is see if I can just do this by just listening. And let me pick one of these parts. I'm like horrible at like actually knowing the notes, so I just kind of play around until I hear what sounds good. So, if there's a better way that I should be doing it, whatever. Thanks for joining, Levi. Please make sure to do your assignments, stay in school, etc. Okay, so there. I don't even have the right length of the note here. So yeah, I do know Ryan and John, so I could try for them, and we'll just see what happens. Let me think about this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Wait, hold on. 2, 3, 4. I should have like gotten the metronome to verify that the nightmare piece was actually in the same let me do this. Metronome online. Let's just see. I can close that out. I can close that out. Close that out. Close that out. Good. Okay, so I think that's actually pretty good. Let me just figure out. Okay, I got it. Oh, these are triplets. These are triplets. I know it. I think they're triplets. I don't know. No, that's not how they work. This is so embarrassing, you guys. Haha, man. Okay, yeah, this is a triplet like that. Okay, there we go. Haha, man, that sucked. And then I also like to just mark in here if there's different sections that happen, and then say something like system text to say like like French horn start or something like that. French horn start. Right. I added an extra line there, so let me try to get that. What is going on? Oh, there's definitely an extra line there. Let me do that. Good deal. Okay. And lets me look at another part. Okay. Like that. feel like I'm getting into another one of those triplets there, but I don't know. Okay. This is where the triplet comes in, right? No, I can't do that. And then because this is going to be, I mean, I'm going to change this to be some sort of synth so that it's not like just a plugged acoustic bass, but you know, since it is an acoustic bass right here, it's going to have some issues because that is not going to sustain that long if it's just a plucked piece. So I'm going to change that a little bit. And then let me actually change this since I know there's going to be actually multiple pieces. Strategy BC. French horn start. I still have a little piece that you can see here. Let me take that video capture device here, and then 26. Let me do 27, I guess. Okay. Oh no, what to do? I got rid of my live stream window here. Hopefully that didn't like end the live stream. Oh no, I ended the live stream, I think. What did I do? Oh, I just got rid of the chat. Oh, the chat's coming back. Sorry. Yeah. Hopefully you didn't lose me here. Okay, so let me see. And then there's a harmony part. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to make sure that I'm actually move this one down. So I'll have harmony parts next to their main part. Okay, so that's how that far goes. That far 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6, 7, whatever. Yes. Okay, so that's we've got through section A of 6000 BC. Wow. Okay, so let me just get back into where I have it. That was like a total of 8 seconds, guys. Like we have accomplished some major stuff here. Okay, so I have no idea what this is trying to accomplish. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete that because I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. Let me delete that. And then get back to okay. This could get really then like there, that little short little part would probably be that. Dun, one, two, three, four, two, two, three, four, three, two, three, four, four, two, three, four. And this goes back to the beginning. Now, this is like a very short piece. So it's like 43 seconds here, and then it just repeats. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna like add some spicy stuff and some variations the second time through. So I can't just use a repeat. Like in MuseScore, you could do, your repeats and all that kind of stuff. I can't do that because I want to have the second time around, have it do some different stuff. So I'll actually, add in my own spice. But after the second time around, instead of just ending the song and having it just be 1 minute, 24 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and do some of the other songs like 81. So I'll have to figure out a way to transition between that. But for now, I just need to figure out what is going on with this second part, I think. So there's that bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, now I just need to figure out what that is actually doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Where are my articulations? Give me my staccatos. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Yep. What did I do that for? Let me do that and do that. This is a weird key signature. Doop. Some weird accidentals. I probably should figure that one out. Unless it's supposed to be flat the entire time. Da, da, mm. Now this is, the rhythm is a little bit different. Oh, it's not even in the same. Oh, it's not the same. I did get off in the transcription a little bit. Hold on, let me do this. Okay, let's try to face out. That seems right. Now, why does it sound off? Is this just not? Is one of these just not in tune? That would be really upsetting if that were the case. I think this is not in tune with this. This is one that's not in tune. This is good. So annoying how that's literally not in tune. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so. A slice of cheese. What does this mean? What is the meaning of this? Oh no. Oh no. Did I lose? Okay, no, it just needed to redo the shutter for my using my DSLR for more than 30 minutes. That's fine. I think. Okay. Thanks so much for the luck. Yeah, I didn't anticipate that people will watch the entire thing of it. Just I'm working on it, so I might as well kind of stream the process if anyone has any tips. Thanks so much for sticking around for as long as you could. I think it's supposed to be the. And then that's the triplet. I need another note there. Where do I get my other note there? Where do I get my other note here? Da. Yeah, that's where I get my other note. 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. Da 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 da. 6. Can I do 6? Da da da. Da da da. That's not 6. It was never. That's never how. That's never how it works. I would not guess. Mm. Something in these two notes is clashing with this, and I'll have to figure that out, but I'll figure it out later. Hmm. So bothers me. Bum 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 bum. bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Mm, mm. Mm, mm. Yeah, that's part. Hey, bro. Welcome to the stream. You're watching the time intensive part of me doing from ear, since, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, the covers that I do are so obscure that I don't even have midis, and doing SPC to MIDI gives me garbage. So it's better to just do it by ear. But I'm not actually good at transcribing by ear, so it's like a painstaking process. Dun, 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 dun. Wait. Dun. Dun, dun. Okay. And then there's another piece hiding behind there somewhere. Where are you? Okay. Oh. Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. Huh, huh. Okay, so back from the top. Liking it. Now that suggests that there's another kind of part earlier on here. Mm. Okay, let me figure that out. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 It's a little off, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some jazzy stuff, and then not jazzy stuff, but spice. And then I'll probably end this for tonight and do the other stuff later because I don't want to like have a stream that goes on forever. Um, okay, so add measures. Let's go ahead and add. Oh no, what happened? My data is crashing. If this program crashes, I'm just gonna die. Okay, no, it didn't. It just went in the back. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. 32. Save early and save often, my friends. Let me save this to Sid Meier's. Sid Meier's. Where are you? Civilization, SNES era suite. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically copy and paste this entire thing over, but I can't just do a repeat because I'm actually going to vary it up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this alto saxophone piece. Since we know it's going to be a French horn, I'm going to make this a French horn. They're not woodwinds, they're brass. Horn in F. Okay. Now, I usually don't like to have so many sax parts just because I'm lazy and I don't like recording them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part and make it a cello part, because wouldn't that just be splendid? Resplendent. And if it needs to be, it can be something else, but for now it's going to be a cello part. I don't like that. It's very clashing. And that's interesting. What the heck is the range of a French horn anyway? Might be that all of that needs to be brought down. Might be that those are supposed to be in bass clef. Might be. Let's see. Clef. Wow. Hold on. Let me see. I thought French horn was pretty similar. French horn notation. Instrument range. Huh. It is in bass clef. Okay, whatever. Idiomatic writing. Nope, not reading that. Yeah, I'm good with that. Now, what happens if I do this? Yeah, too low. Good. Just making sure. Now, for the second half, again, let me just do a system text so I know that this is similar but not the same variations. Okie Let me do, where do I get my grace notes? Wait, B. Oh, this is gonna be really tough on the fingers, but I'll figure it out. Mm. Okay, vibraphone part, definitely. Do, 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 do. Okay, so inventing vibraphone parts from scratch means that I have to get everything to align properly with the new direction of the song now. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Mm. Sorry, everyone. Got a message on Facebook that you can't see because I'm at the screen. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, so let me try to finish this up a bit. Bam. I like that piece. I feel like that's a really good way to make a variation on that. Okay, let me figure this part out. Oops. that here. Nope, that's F sharp. Can't play that. Okay, so with that, I'm going to end that part and do a little bit more at a later time. The next part in this would be, so that's strategy BC. The next part would be strategy AD, then strategy 1000, and then 2000. So what you have to look forward to in the future, this is strategy 81. If it will load. Okay, so that I'll do that later. And then the next stage, of course, would be recording this. Now that I know that these last two alto sax pieces are probably not going to be used, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and remove them. So alto sax 1 stays, 2 stays, horn stays. Alto sax 3 is gone, 4 is gone, and this becomes a much more manageable piece of music. So with that, I will see you next time. Thanks for joining, and hopefully you'll stick around.